their insights to be able to like make decisions. And sometimes that information can just be one sentence.
Yeah.
Do it like this. This is the best way you should do it. And then like, how comes I don't think about that? So it's very, very important. You can never do away with mentorship in life, but because of fear and greed. Do you understand? So it just boils down to the whole idea of fear.
So as a pro trader now,
Yeah.
you are a mentor to someone. So does a pro trader have a mentor? Welcome to another episode of Traders Diary Podcast, and I'm still your host, Abraham, the real Coco FX, and I'm here with an amazing guest. You can introduce yourself.
Okay. So everyone calls me Scooby, FX Scooby, for those that trade. So I've been trading for over 4 years now.
Yeah.
4 years trading, and then I'm also a tutor and then mentor at Happy Forex. I've been tutoring since like my second year. Yeah, my second year trading. So I think that's basically it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So on today's episode, we'll be talking about how to trade like a pro. Definitely, he's a pro, so that's why we brought him here. So how to trade like a pro, someone who is a mentor. You know, trading like a pro in a general question. You understand?
Yeah.
What are the key characters of a successful trader?
Man, there are a lot of things, and I think there is no straightforward answer to this type of questions. You
Yeah.
get it? There are different things that come together to like make someone a pro trader or a successful trader. And I always tell my students or my mentees this stuff that there is no one thing that is more important. Do you understand? Than the other when it comes to like making you a profitable trader.
Yeah.
It's more or less like you see the way a car is. Do you understand? There are more than like 1,000 parts, more than like 3,000 parts that come together to make that car work. Do you understand? Same thing with trading. There are a lot of things that come together to make you a good trader. But I think you can still summarize it into like the whole side of, okay, having your edge, because that one is fundamental.
Yeah.
Without an edge, you cannot see opportunities. And then having that ability to regulate yourself. Do you understand? Regulate yourself now. It's the whole side where most people say trading psychology and shit. So regulate yourself. When you don't have opportunities, you stay out. Make sure you're not
Forcing trades.
forcing trades, but then it's still the whole idea of forcing trades still boils down to being greedy or fearful at the same time.
Yeah.
So at every point you try to balance the forces of fear and greed. So it just has to do with that whole technical side, and then a lot of work towards you being able to be aware at every time and then like regulate yourself. So I think you can just summarize them into those two headings.
So, trading like a professional, you need to know more about risk management.
Yes.
So as a pro trader, how do you approach risk management?
Okay, so when it comes to the whole idea of risk management, do you understand? There's no one way you could like do proper risk management. You get, because different everybody has like a different background. We all have different financial backgrounds, different we have different environments. Do you understand? We have different things that influence us, influence the decisions we make. But then it all boils down to you being able to like partition your account. Do you understand? To be able to take all the trades you see.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And so partition your account. So when you have losses, you don't lose everything. And then at the same time, when you have wins, you like make more.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. So one way for me, what I do is I don't look at risk in terms of in monetary terms.
Yeah.
I look at it from a perspective of percentages. So whatever account I'm trading, it's like 100%. So inside that 100%, there's a certain percent of that account that I'm willing to risk the trade.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So with that, I still have to factor in how many trades I'm taking.
Yeah.
So if I'm taking less than let's say 6 trades in a week, I know that if I risk 10% of my account, even if I have all losses that week, I'm not going to lose everything. Do you understand? And then when you have like a good win rate, there is no way that you take a series of trades and then have just all losses. Do you understand? But then you still have to factor in the whole part that if you take all losses, let your account not go, so that you still have money for that winning trade you get. So I think it's just
so
it's just that.
approaching this risk management. Now,
Yes.
so there's a certain percentage
Yeah.
which, like you said, you need to risk.
Yeah.
So in some new traders now,
Yes.
when they're coming in, they always say risk 1%.
Yeah.
Risk
Yeah.
1%.
Yeah.
Risk 1%. So if you're having 100% now,
Yes.
yeah, and they're telling you to risk 1%, yeah, and you're risking the 1%,
Yeah.
yeah, are you doing it right? Because some people always say, me, I don't risk 1%, I risk 2. Sometimes I risk 3.
Okay, so risking 1%.
Yeah.
I cannot determine for someone if it's right or wrong. Do you understand? You have to factor in a lot of
Your
things.
capital will determine it.
You get so
Yeah.
not your capital per se, but then your risk appetite too.
Yeah.
Do you get so and then your experience also.
Mm.
So there's this thing that I think there was this podcast Habia and Jeffrey Benson were on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. The question was that, why they always say, use big lot size, and Jeffrey Benson said something that it's more or less like you and I now.
Yeah.
They give you a Formula One car to drive
Yes,
now.
yeah.
All the whole over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You most likely crash.
Mm.
But then if they give that to a seasoned Formula One driver, do you
Yeah.
understand? You handle it perfectly.
Yeah.
Do you get? So it's the same thing. All those things do contribute. So if why they'll say a beginner trader risk 1% is because no matter how, if you're risking 1% on your account, you have to take 100 trades
Yeah.
before you lose everything.
Yeah.
So even if you're just jumping in and guessing, at
Yeah.
some point you have a winning trade that, do you understand, will
Yeah,
make you
that-
money.
yeah,
Do you get?
yeah.
So risking 1% will keep you until that winning trade.
Okay.
Do you get? So it's safer.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So for a beginner trader, that's why most times I advise you to like do something like that because it's much more safer. The only thing is it gets frustrating at some point because you're risking 1%. That 1% now, let's say you have $100 account.
Yeah.
1% is $1.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And you're risking to make $3. And then with the expectation people bring into the forex market, it's going to be frustrating. They're like, which day I go buy Lambo, especially when people are telling you that shit. So it's not like it's it gets frustrating at some point. But
Okay.
then the
So-
thing is just that depends on your risk appetite. You get
Okay. For me, for what you just said,
yeah.
now I'm trying to understand now. Risking 1% now is for people who have large capital.
Large.
Or for it still boils down to people who have small capital, depending on their patience.
Yeah. True.
So
True. So
because-
if you don't have large capital, well, you can still do it with small capital as long as you have like over, let's say, $1,000. You can do proper risk management. I think there's this thing we tell our
1,000?
students. There's this thing I tell our students that if you have less than $100, just
Yeah.
be using 0.01 lot size. Do you understand? It's you hardly see any trade that will blow the account with 0.01, except
Yeah.
maybe you're trading something like gold or BTC. Do you understand?
Very
But
volatile.
if you're trading any regular currency pairs, you hardly blow it with 0.01. But once you start trading like $500, $1,000, you have to start doing proper risk management.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You don't have to risk the 1%. Do you understand? It could be 3%. Do you understand? 3% is still safe. 5% is still safe. Do you understand? The only thing is you have a uniform risk. The reason why you're having that uniform risk is because, let's say, out of 10 trades,
Yeah.
you have like 5 winning trades.
Mm-hmm.
If you risk 3% for the first one, you take a loss. Risk the same 3%, you take a loss. Risk the same 3%, and you still take a loss. Even at that time, you have lost like 9%.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now, if you risk the next one, and then you take a win, and you have at least a 1 to 3 risk to reward,
Yeah.
you've gained everything back. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now, but then if you cut down your risk, do you understand, or increase it, you don't know if the next one is going to be a win or a
Yeah.
loss. Do you understand? That's why that risk management is very, very important. That
That's
uniform
key.
risk is very, very important.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as a pro trader now,
Yeah.
what role does discipline please? What role does discipline please?
I mean, discipline plays a very big role,
Yeah.
not just in trading, but in everything we do. Do you understand? Discipline is that different? Is what will make that difference between you blowing an account or keeping an account. So it's very, very important. The only thing is, most times when we talk about discipline, do you get we talk about it from that whole umbrella term perspective. Do you understand? Most times they don't tell you, okay, this is what will constitute to you being a disciplined trader. They just say you should be disciplined, and then especially for beginner traders, most times you'll not be able to like pinpoint that, okay, this is me being indisciplined. So let's say I take a trade and I set my targets to like 100 pips.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I, let's say, hold it till like 50 pips. Do you understand? And I don't close it. Do you get? If I don't close it and then it reverses to a certain point, I might feel like I was indisciplined, that I was being greedy. Do you understand? But then that was me sticking to my trade or sticking to my trade setup. So that was not being indisciplined. So when it comes to that whole idea of discipline, to a certain level, I have to like talk about those areas where you have to like be aware of. Do you understand? Be able to identify, and then like try to like regulate yourself towards. Do you understand? Not be, I don't want to say not be distracted, but like I said earlier, just try to balance the whole thing of fear and greed. And this whole idea of fear and greed, yeah, I think they are like the driving forces behind any decisions you make in the market. So if I'm fearful, do you understand that I don't want to lose the money I have in my account? Do you understand? If I'm fearful, then even if I see good setups, I'll not be able to jump on them. Do you understand? Or even if I jump on them, I will not be able to hold it to the target.
For a very long
Do you
time.
understand? If I'm fearful, or even if I jump on a trade and then it goes to losses, I might close it before it like reverses. Do you understand? Or if I'm greedy, then even if I don't see setups, I would want to like jump in. Or even if I jump into a trade and it gets to my target, I'll not be willing to close it. Or even when it like goes to a loss, I'll not be willing to like exit at my stop loss level. So I feel when it comes to the whole decision of or when it comes to the whole idea of discipline, you can just summarize it to that whole idea of trying to balance fear and then greed. Do you understand? So you have to be aware. You have to like have those real conversations with yourself and then tell yourself the truth. At this point, are you being fearful, or at this point, are you being greedy? Do you understand? So the setup you're seeing in the market, or the setup you're avoiding to jump on, are you avoiding to jump on it because of your trading rules or because of fear and greed? Do you understand? So it just boils down to the whole idea of fear and greed.
So as a pro trader now, you are a mentor to someone. So does a pro trader to have a mentor?
I mean, there's always someone we look up to. Do you understand? At every point in your life, there's someone that has done what you've done. Do you understand? That has all the how will I put it, experience. Do you understand? So when we talk about the whole idea of mentor and mentorship, mentors and stuff, most times we tend to mix up a tutor and a mentor.
Okay.
You get.
Put me on.
So you were talking about something that before we started recording. Some people will teach you how to trade and leave you. Do you understand? So the difference between a tutor and a mentor is the tutor is just coming to come and tell you that, oh, this is what you should do. Do you understand? Or this is this thing and then this is how it's done. Do you understand? But then a mentor will hold your hand. Do you understand? Show you that, okay, this is this thing. Do you understand? This is how to do it. But then the mentor still, aside that, the mentor still be there for when you like make mistakes and be like, okay, this you did this wrong. Do you understand? Do it like this. Do you understand? These are the things that you can put in place to like be better. So as a pro trader, there are people I look up to. Do you understand? There are people whenever I have an opportunity to have conversations with them, I try my best to like milk them as much as possible. So, for me, people like Habi, do you understand? These are people that Habi is like someone I have this whole up close relationship with, and then someone that is very like should I say, someone that is very, very innovative and smart. Do you understand? And he has been through whatever I'm going through. Do you get? So at any point, if I have issues, I go to him and then tell him that, oh, this is the thing I want to do. What do you think? How should I do it? Do you get? There was a time I was trying to like I think the first times I started like doing deals outside, let's say tutoring and then like working with brands. He was like the first person I like reached out to. I was like, yo, brands are like reaching out. What do you think I should do? Do you understand? And he was like, yeah, this is how you should approach it. That's a mentor. Do you understand? So aside trading, he's more or less giving you insights on how these other things still work. So the thing is, most times you think trading just has to do with your charts, but then all these other things too will still come to play whether you like it or not, will affect how you like make decisions on
Yeah,
your charts
yeah.
too. Do you get? And even beyond that, on our charts too, it's always like, oh, this is what you should do. Do you understand? This
Yeah.
is how you should risk. Don't be afraid to take trades. Don't be afraid of losses.
Yeah.
And funny thing, when I started like working up close with him, I attended his mentorship. But then when I started like working up close with him, one of the first things he told us was that don't be afraid to risk money. Money will come, money will go. Do you understand? Like money will come, money will go. Funny thing, that statement is something that I did not understand it at that point.
Yeah.
But then these days, when I look back, I've lost money, I've made money. They think you should still be alive. There's no need to fear. Do you understand? And funny thing is, most times when you're afraid of money going, you don't really think of how you're going to make it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But then money is coming, money is going. You're thinking of how would I get the next one? Do you understand? So that's the whole thing. You still need a mentor. And funny thing is, even Harvey still has people he looks up to. Do you understand? People that he's like, okay, and he posted something recently where he was like, oh, this was someone that motivated me. Like when I started trading, I used to watch his YouTube videos. Do you get like? He has those type of people. Do you understand? At every point in time you reach, or at every level you reach in life, there are people that have been through
what you've been through.
Yeah, what you've been through. So there's no way you say you're the first person doing it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Right.
And for you to even get better, you'd actually need to reach out to those people and then try to get their insights. Not really learn from them like you're going to sit at their feet, but then you still need their insights to be able to like make decisions. And sometimes that information can just be one sentence.
Yeah.
Do it like this. This is the best way you should do it. And then be like, how comes I don't think about that? So it's very, very important. You can never do away with mentorship in life.
So now there's this very strong questions that I used to get.
Yeah.
So as a pro trader now, trading strategies and technicals.
Yeah.
You understand? So what are some effects? What's affecting your trading strategy?
So there's this thing I used to say that a good trading strategy, there are certain things that it needs to have. Do you understand? There's no one holy grail strategy, but then a good trading strategy should at least have certain things. And I think I summarized it in one of like the contents I did recently. So first, you need to have what you're looking out for. Do you understand your entry criteria? So how do you identify trends? The idea of identifying trends. What levels are you looking to jump on? Those are like your points of interest. Do you get? So your strategy needs to have a point of interest. You are looking to jump on your trades. Now, once price gets to that level, what are those extra confirmations you're looking out for before you jump on? Do you understand? So are you looking out for reversals on a lower time frame? That's a market structure shift or like change of character. Or are you looking for candlestick confirmations? Do you understand? Or chart pattern confirmations, whatever. All those confirmations still have to be there. And then when you jump on the trade, another important thing that most times beginner traders like overlook, your exits. Exit strategy is very, very important. I say this thing that it's more or less like going to rob somewhere and then you don't know how you're going to escape because they'll actually take the money away from you. And same thing the markets do, take that money away from you. So your exits, your stop loss take profits, but then not just your stop loss take profits. You need to know why you are placing them at those levels. Do you understand? Why are you putting your stop loss take profits here? Because that's what will make you still hold that trade even if it's in a loss. Or that's what will still make you hold that trade, even if you have been like $1,000 profit and then it has like come down to like $500 or $300, because it puts the take profit there for a reason. So you're not afraid that it could like reverse against you. So your exit strategy still has to be like on point. And then top-down analysis. You need to be able to like do analysis across different time frames.
So, like you're saying now, going down to this top-down analysis. How do professional traders use technicals and fundamental analysis?
Technicals and fundamentals. So the whole idea of fundamentals is just you're looking at economic events and then trying to like see how they could affect price movement. Because our business is price movement. If price is not moving, we're not making any money. Do you get? But one thing you see a lot of people try to do is they try to be economists and then try to like anticipate what effect interest rates will have on the currency you're trading. Well, it's It's not that. And honestly, I would let me even adjust this mic and say this thing well. I'm saying this from a professional point of view.
Yeah.
Now, why am I saying this from a professional point of view? I think I don't need to flex this in too much, but then I studied economics in school.
Yeah.
You get, so I have like an idea of like macroeconomics. Not an idea. I was taught macroeconomics for like 4 years. Do you get? So there's this thing where fundamentals have like a short-term effect and then a long-term effect. Do you get? So the short-term effect is that whole thing where you have volatility in the market. Do you understand? Panic in the markets where prices like moving sporadically. And then the long-term effect is whatever that policy or whatever that data is supposed to cause on the economy, you'd actually see it in the long run. What you see traders try to do is they want that long-term effect. They want to see that long-term effect in the short term. It doesn't happen like that. Do you get? Even if the US like raises interest rates, before investment starts coming in, it's not happening in that minute. Do you understand? It's after some time that people start moving money from other economies to the US economy. Do you get? So people that the whole thing would tend to affect to be maybe swing traders or position traders. But then you that is just doing scalping and then you that are just looking to catch that 100 pip move, you don't need it. Do you understand? And it's something that you can also look at also. You'd see that most times when fundamentals come out, it will most likely align with technicals. Do you understand? So all those times you're going to Forex Factory or my FX book and clicking on that folder icon and then they tell you that, oh, if the value is higher than the what is it called again, the forecast, then you should expect bullishness. That bullishness is not going to come in immediately. It's after some time. But then the thing that is guaranteed is volatility. Do you understand? I always use this example with when our current president, those that are watching this outside Nigeria, when the current Nigerian president was elected, his inauguration speech, the thing he said was subsidy was removed. To get immediate effect was panic in the whole oil and gas industry. Filling stations were closed, queues were long. Do you understand? People were rushing to like buy fuel, but then prices did not change immediately. It was after some days that NNPC adjusted price. Do you understand? To reflect that whole change. Do you get that whole change of policy? Do you get? So imagine someone now that immediately the whole announcement of subsidy has been changed, went to go and like maybe how will I put it now? Go and say, oh, I'm going to go and buy for, I'm expecting to buy for at a higher price. Prices did not change. You're still buying at a lower price. It was after some days, and that day, when they announced it, people that bought for in the morning bought it at a lower price. People that bought in the afternoon bought it at a higher price. Do you get? So it will take time. Do you get? The whole idea of fundamentals is economic countries are always making decisions. Do you understand? So those decisions will tend to affect their economies. That effect on economies will tend to show on price. Do you understand? But it's not going to be immediately. So even if you're looking for more investors to your economy, those investors will come. But before their investments will start taking shape, or before their investments will start materializing, it will take a while. Do you understand? So the best way you can approach it as a short-term trader, why I say short-term trader is because most traders you see are day traders or scalpers. Do you understand? You rarely see swing traders, or even you hardly see position traders. In short, you cannot be doing position trading, holding trades for months, and then looking to make only $100. So most of the people you meet are just scalpers and then like day traders. So what you could just do is just do your technical analysis. If price doesn't go against you, fine. It's normal. Do you understand? If it was on a regular day that it takes stop loss now, it's normal. But then why are you beating yourself up because of fundamentals? Do you understand? It's because of that importance that they attach to it. Do you get? The funny thing is, if someone even comes to tell you that this is how the news is going to move, do you understand? You risk all your money on top. Even if you make $1 million, the next day you wake up and still want to trade. So you cannot make all the money in the world with that one trade. So why are you attaching so much importance to it? Do you get? So I feel it's just it's not a misconception, but then it's expectation that most beginner traders get. Not of their fault though. It's from what they see online where people are saying, oh, NFP killed, CPI killed. Do you understand? Imagine you take a loss and then you take a loss, you did not get like the right direction, and then you go online and someone is saying, oh, NFP killed, and then they're making crazy amount of money. You feel bad. Do you understand? And then you feel like, oh, that's the only way you can make all that money. The only difference there is volatility. 100 pips in like 5 seconds. Do you understand? But on a normal day, you can still see that volatility. Do you understand? Your regular trade on gold will always be 100 pips, 200 pips. Do you get? So there's no need to like stress about it.
So as a pro trader now,
Yeah.
do you avoid fundamental?
Initially, I did. So in like my second and third year, I did. Why? Because to a certain level, I did not have enough data to like back my decisions.
Okay.
Do you get? So I had the option of either just jumping in blindly. Do you understand? And then price just doing whatever I wanted to do with me, because he actually like did a lot. There are times fundamentals come, I'll be trading like an account, and then I'll shift like a portion of it to another account to like trade, and then the news will start, and then you don't really know what's happening. Do you
Which
understand?
direction is going to?
Yeah. So after some time, I started avoiding it.
Okay.
Do you get? And whenever there was like any high impact news, I'll just sit out. I'll not even trade for the day. Do you understand? But then after some time, especially when I started like working up close with Habi, observing how it trades fundamentals, that's how I started like building confidence in it, and then saying that okay, this thing actually works. Do you understand? And then this is how you should approach it. So I came up with like different systems of like approaching it. Do you get? Even before I like started approaching it the way I approach it now, I had to like try different things. There was a time where I would just set buy stop, sell stop, any direction, and then wait for price to pick it. There was a time it burns my prop firm. So I like stacked. There was this 5K prop firm account I was trading. Honestly, I was stupid then. So I like stacked like five lots, like over like 5 of them. So normal, if the money is not enough, they'll just pick the ones that they can pick and then leave the rest. So price went up, picked the others. I immediately started seeing like, oh, $1,500 profits. But then before I would close, it went back down. Then it picked the sell orders also. So the whole I never even bother. I never even bother like going back to look at the account. I knew the account was gone. Yeah, so he gets emails that, oh, you've violated your account. Your account. So it's trying different things, and then saying that okay, this is the way this thing actually works. And honestly, even when I like teach my students, I don't tell them that, oh, this is the only way you can trade fundamentals. There are different ways you can approach fundamentals. The thing is, make sure that the way you're approaching it based off of data. Do you understand? Based off of data that you've backed it up, with. You've seen that this is how this thing works for me. Do you understand? So I should consider approaching it this way. As long as it's making you money, keep using it.
So, as a trader, there is this common mistakes, you understand, that traders make. So you as a pro, do you have mistakes? Or do you think as a pro now you don't make mistakes?
Man, I still make mistakes. I make mistakes on almost every trade. Do you get? The thing is, we are not perfect. Do you understand? And I think it's that's where traders also like you trading as a human being is better than even like robots trading, because we're not perfect. Do you understand? So you'd always make mistakes. There will always be something you wish you did better. Do you understand? That's why you have like your journal. So even when you like take wins, you're like, oh, I did not do this thing well, so next time just try to like do it better. Do you get? So you still make mistakes. You'd still see opportunities and like let them go. Like like 3 weeks ago, was it? Yeah, the last batch we taught, we missed like more than 6 opportunities while we're in class. So see opportunities. Let's say we're talking about a topic today. We're looking at how to use support and resistance and jump on trades. There was this day we saw price tap into a support on gold in a bullish trend, and I started like buying, and then we not jump on it. Do you understand? Those are mistakes. Do you get? And as a tutor, there's this whole thing where it might surprise people, but then it's not like you're afraid, but then you're like kind of hesitant, because there are people entrusted in your care. You'd not really want to see them suffer. Do you understand? So even when you see opportunities that sometimes they might make them money, make you and them money, but then you're like, what if it's a loss? You don't want to like change their mind and then like give them that whole bad idea of trading. Do you get? So most times, and that was where that whole thing was coming from. Do you get? And it's not like the first time I'm experiencing it. I think 2020, last year was 2024. 2023, mid 2023, I still suffered with that stuff. That's when I started like using, there's this wallpaper I have. And then you see that at the end of like my videos content, I always like, even on my IG page, you say, just execute. It was from missing opportunities.
Ooh.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's why I started like reminding myself every time, just execute. And then I found out that it transcends beyond just trading. Anything you do in life, the difference between you getting results and not getting results is execution. So when you think of something, just execute. If you see an opportunity in the market, just execute. Do you understand? So most times, even when I think that's why I don't like even analyzing currency pairs I don't trade. Because as long as I see an opportunity, I'm obligated to just execute. Do you understand? So at every point in time you make mistakes. The only thing is, just know that you're not perfect. You're not alone. Do you understand? Other people are making mistakes. The people you think are perfect, they're making mistakes also. So don't beat yourself too much. If you beat yourself too much, you'll not be able to sit down and then think and then look for the best way, or look at, okay, what problems you had or what mistakes you made, and then the best way to go about it. If you continue beating yourself, then another opportunity will pass and then you've missed it because you're still weeping. Do you understand? So just get up, look at the next best opportunity or the next best way to do something.
There are these common mistakes new traders make.
Yeah.
So how can they avoid it?
Man, honestly, there's no avoiding, to be honest. And even as a tutor as a tutor or as a mentor, most times when you like tell students how to do things, you're not telling them from a perspective of, oh, I'm telling you this thing so that you not do it. I'm telling you from a perspective of, whenever you make these mistakes, this is the solution for those mistakes. Because to be honest, you actually make those mistakes. Like,
you will.
I've come to the conclusion that, and I've seen it firsthand, that the best way for you to learn is from making mistakes. Do you understand? Because your tutor will tell you, there were things my mentors told me that, oh, don't over leverage. You still go and over leverage.
You do it too. You see what he's talking about.
don't. There's this one I remember very vividly. Don't trade reversals, or don't try catching retracements. They used to tell us that thing, but then there was a time I was catching a lot of retracements, especially on GBP USD. That was like in my second year of trading. I remember this day, then I was 7. I remember this day, we went for CDS. So, this is very, 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 very funny. And then, because this is what I think about it. I'm like, how did you make this mistake? So, we went for, I think it was clearance. Yeah. But I know I was distracted. So I just opened my charts and then I saw that, price started like pushing to the downside. So there's this thing where if you look at double tops, you need to have like one high, a low, then another high. Price feels like creates a higher high and then starts dropping to the downside. But then it had not like changed yet because it had not broken the lows. But then I started like selling. Man, the way this stuff came back to like tap the low and then go back up, it was crazy. Since from that day till now, I've never like I've never like tried it again. Do you understand?
You don't want to get that experience.
The thing is, there are a lot of, when it comes to mistakes beginners will make, there are a lot of mistakes you would make as a beginner. Do you understand? It's still the same thing. Don't beat yourself too much. Just try to like look for solutions to those mistakes. But I think the thing you should not do is try to look for perfection. Because you'll not be able to get perfection. Even in life, you cannot get perfection. Do you understand? So the only thing is just have parameters you're working with. Do you understand? They don't need to be perfect. Do you get? They just need to work. Do you get? You cannot have 100%. So don't go out chasing that 100% because you see a lot of traders, they come in and then they're looking for that perfect strategy that do not take losses. Do you get? And most times, especially for beginners, when you're not aware of things like risk to reward, things like breaking even, things like taking partials, you'd wonder that, okay, with these losses or with losses, how is this industry profitable? Because I think it's one of like the questions I had to like fight with when I started trading. There's that whole thing of, bro, there are losses in this industry. How are you going to survive? Do you understand? But then I think it was lack of information. Because now you look at it and you're like, you have winning trades and losing trades. So what will make that difference is things like risk to reward. Do you understand? When you're like holding, let's say you're taking 1% loss, but then your wins are like 2.5%, 3%. Do you understand? So most times beginners don't know all those things. So they're always trying to chase that perfection. They don't want losses. So no worries, leave perfection. And then another one is I wouldn't say it's not important, but it's very, very important.
Important.
But then it's still around that whole side of not chasing perfection. Just stick to, if you
Stick to
you
the
get a
plan.
mentor, do you understand?
Yeah.
Whatever they're teaching you, except if the person doesn't really know how to communicate it. Do you understand? Before you go and find like another person.
Just stick to the
do you
plan.
understand? Just stick to whatever they're giving you, and then don't try to like deviate from it. Don't stress yourself too much.
So, when trading, people out there look out pros, like they look up to you.
Yeah.
So, how do you train your mindset and psychology as a
Mindset and
As a pro.
psychology. So honestly, it's still that whole thing of whatever you're going through.
I want you to like break it down
Okay.
so that they will understand, because a lot of traders are struggling with this trading of mindset and psychology stuff.
Yeah.
So I want you to break it down for
Okay, so the thing
For them.
is, like I said, whatever you're going through, somebody has gone through it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Ask questions. That's like the easiest way.
Mm.
Do you understand? So there are these conversations I have with my students. There's this guy, even yesterday we were talking about him, Mubarak. if he's watching this thing, sorry, I'm not going to drag him per se, but I think he attended our mentorship. Like the first year I started like tutoring with like Hobby Forex. And since that day till now, he still DMs me on Instagram. Do you understand? With whatever problems he's having. Yesterday, my colleague was saying Mubarak will call you by like 1 a.m. to ask you questions. Do you understand? But then it's like it will be uncomfortable. But then you'll be like, at least this person is trying.
Scrolling, yeah.
Do you understand? So
He
you
wants
see,
to
you see that,
learn.
yeah. You see that whole struggling trader in you? You like, if I had this opportunity, maybe I would have like
Even done more.
yes, don't
more.
or gotten like profitable faster than the time it took for me. So the thing is, the easiest way is ask questions. Do you understand? Just find someone, find a mentor. If you have a mentor, ask questions. If you don't have, find someone. Do you understand? If you DM me on Instagram, like you ask questions. I love when like people ask questions. You ask questions. Honestly, even if I don't reply immediately, at some point I would reply. Do you
definitely
understand? I would answer. The only thing is, I did this thing sometime. Was it last month? Where I like promised one guy I was supposed to show him something. There was a live session I was supposed to host for him for free. Do you understand? And then I was just choked up that week that I could not. And then at some point he got pissed off. But I understand. Do you get? I told him I was going to do it for him. You get? But then things like that, always ask questions. Do you get? That's the easiest way to like build your mindset. Do you get? And then read books. So when we say read books, you don't just read random books. You're reading books for a reason.
Yeah.
So every trader I struggle with fear. When I was struggling with fear, I not really recognize it. Do you understand? I was struggling with fear. But then the time I discovered that, okay, it was fear that you were struggling with, I just went to YouTube and then I searched how to like get rid of fear in trading. Do you understand? And one of the first videos I watched, the guy was like, if you've not read Trading the Zone, pause this video, go and read Trading the Zone and come back. Do you understand? And honestly, I've not gone back to that video. Do you get? I've still not finished Trading the Zone. I've been reading it for like 3 years now. Do you get? But then just the part I've read actually like changed my trading and then the way I see trading and then even life drastically. Do you understand? So things like books will help you because those people talking about those things have been through what you're going through. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Most times when traders come in and then they're like reading things like Trading the Zone, I'm like, nah, fam, drop it. Go to the markets, make mistakes, come back and read it. You feel like it's talking to you.
Yeah, that's true.
So when I started like reading Trading the Zone, there's this questionnaire on the first page. You ask you different things. He'll be like, okay, by the time you finish reading the book, go back and answer those questions again. Honestly, you see a difference. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So most times it's because we don't have. So something like fear, you might be struggling with fear.
Yeah.
But then because you've not learned how to identify that this thing is fear, you'll not be able to know that it's fear. You're just you're just there. You're just like a passenger in emotions. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You just know that something is worrying you, but then you don't know what the thing is, and then you don't even know the solution. Do you get? So read books like Trading the Zone, The Disciplined Trader, There's this other one. I think these ones are even enough. Trading the zone is even enough. Trading the zone will open your eyes
Yeah.
to what trading is on a fundamental level, on a probabilistic level. Do you get understand that? Okay, in as much as this thing is not certain, this is how you can like get, or this is how you can get an edge. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
it's just it.
So you can hear him read books, read books like Trading in the Zone, Discipline
Trader,
Trader,
yeah.
and other. So yeah, that's for trading psychology.
Yeah,
You know, in some aspects, psychology really matters
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in trading because you can be dealing with family stress
Seriously, it's
and,
like
and it's going to beat you down.
yeah, yeah,
It will
yeah.
beat you down and it will affect your trading. So to me, when you're having that kind of situation,
Yeah.
just give yourself breaks.
Yeah, give yourself breaks.
Just give yourself breaks, like some few times to ease. It's like chill.
To be honest, I don't even believe in the whole idea of giving yourself breaks. I have a lot of breaks because it's not every day you see opportunities. Do you understand?
So
But
how do you deal with
it's just to regulate, honestly. Just to regulate. But then I'm saying this right now, yeah. It
Yeah.
will sound like, oh, I'm saying this like it's easy to do, but honestly it's not easy. Because I remember in my first year of trading, there was this time I was having like problems. Do you get? So problems, when I say problems now, it's like normal relationship issues. Do you
Yeah.
get? I was not able to trade for like a week. Do you get? Do you get? I was like, so, but then I was still new into trading. Do you understand? So I was much more younger. But I feel like now it might be better. I still don't know. Do you get? Because now
you've not felt it before.
yeah, even
You've not
with-
felt it again.
even like my relationship with people,
Yeah.
I am much more like better at handling things.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But I try my best to make sure that they don't spill over into trading.
Mm.
So the thing is just regulate. Understand that these are the problems you're having. So if you're like in debt or let's say you have bills to pay,
Yeah.
you just have to find a way to sort those things out outside trading. Do you understand? So that's where I start doing things like honestly, even if you don't have like a job, there's something you can do for someone that somebody be willing to pay money for.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you understand? So it's still that whole side where you're treating yourself as first of all a business or a brand. Do you understand? So if you're good with something, let's say you're good with graphics design graphics for somebody. Do you understand? The person will pay you, even if it's like small money. At least if you design for like 1 or 2 people, even if you don't get clients, reach out to people. Like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Like, there's no way you would reach out to people that you would not get somebody that wants you to, or somebody that will be willing to like just give you that benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like me, when I started trading, this one is like my own story, Sha. It might not be the same for everybody, but
Yeah.
then
Once
when I
again-
started trading, I had like a lot of money my first couple of months. When I blew everything, I did not have anything. Second year, I did not have anything. I was still doing service.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Normal.
Your
That time they were
eyes.
paying 33K. 33K was close to $100 then,
When-
or around $100. That
that
was like
time-
2021.
That time when you just blew it, your eyes were just like
No, okay, yeah, that was like 2021, 2022. Like 2021, 2022. I know I was like dead broke. And then coming from when you had money, yeah, like when I had money, when I like had a lot of money, I was subscribing a lot of things. You're subscribing your internet, you're subscribing internet. It was not cheap. Do you get you're doing trading view subscriptions, you're funding accounts, you're
Yeah.
buying prop firms.
Yeah.
All those things are not cheap. Do you understand? So I had to like find a way to like pay for those bills. Do you understand? What
Yeah.
I did was, I think I just went on Instagram and then I just watched a reel where the guy was like, if you're looking to get into any field, if you're looking to like do anything, there's somebody you know, maybe in your area, or somebody you know in your community that is doing that thing already. Just go and meet the person and tell the person that, oh, let me work for you for 6 months for free. Do you understand? If I'm good, then you can hire me.
employ me.
The thing is, that whole thing gives you experience.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So even if they don't hire, it's a win-win situation. You know how to do things differently. Go to the next person and ask. So I went to Dr. Bills. I messaged Dr. Bills that, how far? Let me work for you for 6 months for free. So let me like tutor. If I am good, then you can hire me. And he was like, how about this? Do a class, and if you're good, I hire you immediately. I was like, sure. Like the first, like, so I was like, okay, no problem. And then he was like, I should pick any topic, and then like he'll host the session.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I was coming from just getting into trading. I just left school. Do you understand? And people that know me know that I'm not somebody that has ever done public speaking. Do you get? Before I started trading, I'd never done anything public speaking or talking to groups of people.
Yeah.
Do you get? The closest I came to that was in school. In school, I contested for director of socials.
Wow.
Yeah, so I used to DJ in school.
Okay.
So that was like the closest I came to like speaking in public. Now I hosted a session, a Zoom session where it was not 10 people. Dr. Bills hosted a Zoom session. Hundreds of people were on that Zoom session. Do you understand? And I had to like talk about trading. So there was this whole thing where I wanted to like do well so that he would hire me.
Yeah.
So he like not over prepared, but then I just wanted it to be perfect. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I overloaded them with information. It got to a point where people started like leaving the session. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So he was like, so when I asked after the session, I asked him that, how was it? He was like, nah, he's not impressed yet. So I felt down, but then I picked the yet, and then I was like, yet, will I have another shot? He was like, yeah, I should pick another topic. So I just learned top-down analysis then. So I just like prepared another slide on top-down analysis. I still have that slide till now. It's not more than seven slides. Or I don't think it's up to 7 slides. It's very, very concise.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Like
I did it.
something straight.
Yeah,
and short.
straightforward. Yes, straightforward. And then people asked questions, I answered. And he did not say anything. The next day, it was on a Sunday. I can never forget this thing. On a Sunday morning, I just woke up and then he added me to his like team. Like that was how like I got my first job. It was just identifying what I could do and then like meeting somebody to like do it for making somebody so I'll do it for the person so I could get paid. He was paying me like a reasonable amount. Like first time I was earning that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That was like my first job. Do you get, aside the job I had with in like NYSC, do you get? That was like the first job I had. Now, when I was working in Dr. Bills, the pay was normal, do you get? But then as you're growing, before you like get like maybe a 50K account there on MFF was over $200 and something. Do you get? So before you get that kind of account, it will require you saving your salary for like months and then like buying it. So all that brings pressure.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You don't want to lose it. You put it on a pedestal, so you don't want to lose it. So I attended Habib's mentorship, but then I just had his number. We don't used to like talk that much. Do you get it? We not even talk like that. It was like only once or twice that I messaged him to ask questions. Do you get? And then when he was doing his office in Abuja, that was like September 2022. Do you get? I was done with service then. And when I was done with service, when I was serving, I was in my auntie's house. When I was done with service, I just gave myself 1 month. I left my auntie's house. Do you get? I was still like earning the whole stuff with like Dr. Bills. Do you get? I was still doing online classes. My dad was like, you don't get a job. I was like, nah, the online class now. I was like, which job will I do that I'll just be doing maybe one class was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I just had to like do 2 classes weekly and then they'll be paying me that amount. So I was just like on my own. It was like I was like on my own, and I did not even want to like go for the hobby stuff. Do you understand? Like he's launching of his farm in Abuja. But then still this thing where God just does things in mysterious ways. Do you get? So I was at home. The whole thing started. It was supposed to start by like 1. By like 10, 11, I was still at home.
Yeah.
I was just trading my thing normally. And then my friend called me that she forgot her clearance documents at home, that she help her bring it. And I was like, okay. I brought it. So secretaries in Apple took it there. And then her and her friend were coming to Wuse 2.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That was where the place was. I was like, this place in Wuse 2. I saw, Ademola Adetutunbi Christian. I was like, this thing's happening here. Let me just like, let me tag along. Yeah. I just followed them in their boats. When they reached like their side, I just decided to like trek it. Do you understand? And then I didn't even know that Wuse 2 was that big. So at some point, I just like got to boats, went there. After the event, meant I'll be like, honestly, it was surreal because there's somebody that you look up to.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, but there's this, I still remember like that feeling. Do you understand? Meeting your how do I put it
mentor,
now?
like someone you're
There's this
looking
thing
up
where they
to.
always say that, oh, don't meet your heroes. Do you get? Let them not disappoint you. Do you get? But he not disappoint. Do you get? So after we were like talking, and then he was like, yeah, this is. I used to see online that I used to talk about, oh, students can come to the trading floor anytime, and I was like, yo, I did online last year. Can I be coming to like the trading floor? He was like, yeah, cool. You can pull up.
So
And-
that time you were coming free.
No, funny thing. Just listen, yeah.
Okay.
So he was like, pull up. Now, this stuff happened on a Friday. There was NFP that day. His classes were supposed to start the next week, 4th.
Yeah.
Do you get? So naturally, you feel like, oh, he had tutors already, like everything was set up. So I was like the last person to leave the discussion. It was like we had this whole conference table thing.
Yeah.
He was sitting across, and then we were just talking. Other people were with him, but then I was like the last person there. So when he stood up to go, I was like,
This guy wants to go just
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. It's not about this guy wants to go like that. There was this whole thing in my mind. I just like he was already leaving, like crossing the door, and I was like, I just reclined the chair and I was like, do you need any staff? And he was like, okay, cool. I should just chill. He'll send someone to like get me. I was like, okay. I just sat down for a while, and then he sent like my colleague. Then I don't know that we'll be working together to
Yeah.
come and like call me. And then he was like, okay, that Habi wants to see you. And then he was like, yeah. So you said you're my student online. I said, yeah, cool. And he was like, oh, what have you been doing? I was like, okay, this is what I've been doing. I've been working for Dr. Bills. I've been trading Profit account. I showed him the Profit I was trading. Then he was like, oh, nice. That, okay, I've gotten the job on one condition, that I'll have to stop like working with Dr. Bills. Normal, I cannot be working for two brands. You get. And funny thing is, immediately he said that, I was like, why? You get. So
For you to say why now?
no, it's not about for me to say why. It's this thing where I've always had this. It's not like I'm rebellious per se, but why I started trading is because I did not want that whole element of like control. And I think it's something that even Habi understands. You never see him do this whole thing of, oh, they under me. Like I was telling you,
dey
under me. Do you get? No, it's like a community. Do you understand? We know that he's in charge, but then he will never make it feel like
He's the boss.
do you understand? Like he will laugh with you. You'd go out to like.
You feel free.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
Do you get?
But when it comes to business,
Yeah,
it's
you
all
have
business.
to definitely have to
You
deliver.
have to be serious.
Yes, you get. So I was like, why? He was like, nah, it's different brands and shit. So I was like, okay, cool, no worries. He was like, okay, on Saturday I should come for like a meeting, like interview. I thought it was like an interview, but then it was not. It was just him telling us, oh, this is how we're going to be doing classes and shit. He told us, okay, how much we're going to be earning and stuff like that. Bro, Monday I started work. You get? Funny thing is, that weekend,
Yeah.
Dr. Bills moved me from the, and funny thing, when I started working for Dr. Bills, I was not even teaching Big Nax, I was teaching mastery class.
Wow.
That was like 7 months into me trading. No, second year. It was over like 1 month, 4 months, 1 year, 4 months. And I was already like teaching the mastery class.
Wow.
So he moved me from the mastery class. That was like that same weekend. So it was more or less like I stopped the work with Dr. Bills and then started the full time with Habi. And it was like, honestly, if you ask me how everything happened, I was just say it's like God just doing things in mysterious ways. Do you get? And then it's not just God doing things in mysterious ways. You still being willing to like identify what you can do, and then be willing to, or not being afraid to like knock on doors and be like, shit, this is what I can do.
Yeah.
Do you get? Because like I said, why I was even saying these things, because those bills need to be paid.
Yeah,
you
they
get?
need to be paid.
Do you get?
Those bills need to be paid,
You
man.
get, those bills need to be paid, and you don't have to put the pressure on trading.
Yeah.
So even one of like the first conversations we had with Habi was like, nah, relax, do you understand? Let's see what we can do within like 1 year. So by next year, by this time, let's see how it's going to be. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like he just told us we should relax. It was when we had that whole conversation of money will come, money will go. Do you understand? And funny thing is, like before the first month with Habi, I already made everything I made with like Dr. Bills in like less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
I'm serious. Like I went from like
That's money.
I went from
That's
like
money.
I went from like struggling to like balling. Do you understand? Like it's just those things where, and most times when I think about it, it's like
Yeah.
if I did not like ask that question of do you need any stuff, I did not have like the courage, because definitely you have fear in
Yeah,
your
you
body.
need to have the courage.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's just that you cannot put that pressure on trading. And honestly, maybe if I had not, I would have still maybe be successful in trading, but then you never know.
Yeah.
Because there's that whole element of persistence.
That's
You
true.
get, you just
That's
have to continue like knocking on doors. Even
That's true.
if one door closes, there's this thing, there's this song that
Another
this
door
guy,
opens.
which another door, enter through the window. Enter through the window. You get so. You don't have to. You don't have to sit back and then like relax and then be like, oh, another door has closed. Beat yourself. Nah, fam. Force your way through it. Do you understand? Force your way through it. Either way, it's just continue.
Force your
knocking
way
on
through
doors. Do you get? So that whole thing where you have problems, those problems might vary. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This story I'm saying is from a perspective of. It's from a perspective of financial problems. Do you get? We might have like this thing where your family is like, oh, don't trade, go and get a job. Shit, I went through that shit also.
Everybody, I think.
Do you understand?
I think everybody goes through that.
Nah, but I think one thing we like my parents, yeah, once they discovered that, especially my dad, once he discovered that I was like keen on doing this shit, he actually started researching it to like see he actually talked to me about trading. And be like,
That's for Gen Z parent though.
my dad is not Gen Z.
Yeah. Because if your parent is not like far in the
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So,
So
I don't want to use words now. So if they are not far, some can't browse.
Yeah, I
Some
get the
can't
idea.
browse about it. Once they just tell you about trading, like you tell your mom, oh, I'm trading this kind of thing, I'll be making money
Yeah.
like that. They'll be like, will you shut up your mouth and go get
But you know
yourself
the
a job?
thing, even if they can't browse, yeah, fundamentally, even that whole shut up and go get a job, your parents just want you to be better.
That's true.
Do you understand?
That's true.
They want you to have better opportunities than them. Do you get? So
Yeah.
fundamentally, if you're able to show that, okay, this thing is a good opportunity, do you understand? They'll actually, and then you show that you're serious with it.
Yeah.
They'll actually let you do whatever you want to do. Do you understand? Because even if you go and do what they want you to do, if you're not serious with it,
Yeah.
if you're not 100 with it, you still not do well with it.
But I bet you that's not all everybody's parents.
I mean, see, I really just like you see the story of like what to do, like your parents wanting something different. I had it, do you understand? But I'm saving that story for when I buy my Lamborghini.
I'm
not going to say it now.
That's the goal.
You get there's that struggle. Do you get with like trying? It's just you being keen that this is what I want to do. Do you understand? They cannot kill you. Do you get? This is what I want to do, and I am going to do it, and I'm going to do it 100%. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You don't. I don't want to say you don't need their permission, you don't need their blessing, whatever. Once you start making money, nobody will stress you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you just need to find a way to like get them off your necks for your neck for like a while. Do you understand? Block all the noise.
Listen to your own self.
Not listen to your own self per se. If you tell yourself, if you give yourself bad advice, do you understand? Just have people that you're seeking their counsel. So like my decision of going full into trading, before I did that, I had to like call one of my mates from school.
Yeah.
Currently, it's like you like to say that, oh, we're friends, but then I still don't look at him like a friend. He's like, he's more or less like, I would say a mentor, because I look at him like my older brother in the industry. He started trading way before I started trading. We were mates in school. And when we left school, he even started working for Dr. Bills before I started working for Dr. Bills. So when I was at that crossroads to be like, oh, should I do this thing or not? I called him. I was like, bro, I did not tell him the real story, but I was like, if you're given this opportunity and they say you should do this, and there's trading on the other side, what would you do? And he was like, if you're doing this job now, how much are they going to be paying you monthly? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I told him, and he was like, how much have you made in trading? Have you not made that in like one trade? Do you get? The possibilities are endless. Have you just made like was it $1 million in a single trade?
Yeah.
Do you understand? The possibilities are endless. Do you get? So there's that potential that you can make more than whatever anybody wants to pay in this life. So why stress yourself? Do you understand? So just go for trading, just focus and then do it. And I think that's why I did it. So it still boils down to that whole thing of whatever you want to do, somebody has done it. Do you understand? So whatever struggles you're struggling, there's no struggle that you want to say you're going through.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Maybe your parents died or like your siblings died. That's like the only thing I've not been through. Do you get? But like if it's anything like rejection from your parents, you're having financial problems, I've been through Like,
all that.
funny thing, I don't remember most of them now. But then sometimes you just sit back and be like, I was at this place at some point. You're at that
Yeah.
level where you could not subscribe data to like be able to come to trading view. Where you're calling your friends, how far now? Help me,
Romy
Romy. Yeah, you get
Romy
like,
sub.
and it's another thing. Have like a good, not network, but then have like
Yeah.
good friends. Do you get? I have friends that most times they don't really know that I appreciate what they did for me when they did it for me. But then there are people that forever, like, I would always respect.
Yeah.
Do you get? No, anytime they call me, like, oh, I beg, I did this kind of things. If I have the resources to help, I would help. Even if I don't have the resources, I'll still pull up to
try.
like show up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's just that thing. Whatever thing you're struggling, just try to regulate. Do you understand? Because if you don't regulate it and then if you don't get a hold of it, it will definitely spill over to your trading. That's where you see yourself start like you start taking rubbish trades because you want to make money. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So like I said, you just have to find somewhere else to make that money. Do you get? And I think another thing is why I'm saying this one is because I think I felt that way too when I started trading. So things like tutoring, I used to say when I first started trading, I was like, nah, I'm not going to tutor until like I get profitable. Do you understand? Because you'll be feeling like a fraud. You're like, oh, if you know how to trade, why are you tutoring to make money? Do you understand? Trading is supposed to like fund you and all. But then it's not every day you make money in trading.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
understand?
just
And
like a
funny
business.
thing is, if I was not doing trading, let's say I was doing another job. Do you understand? Let's say I was working somewhere. I'll still have to find a way to use my salary and then go and do other investments. Do you understand? Because I cannot rely on that. So
Yeah.
why is it that with trading now, I want to come and start feeling like, so if you know how to trade, why are you collecting money from people to teach them how to trade? Do you get like, most times when people say that, I'm like, you're looking at it from an isolated point of view. You're just looking at it that it's trading. Do you understand? If you're doing another business, you that are asking that question, is it only one source of income that you have?
Yeah.
In this current Nigeria, I want to have only one source of income.
Yeah, that's
Do you
true.
understand? So it's just you just have to find another way to like make that money. So whatever problem you're facing or you're going to face, because you face issues, just try to like find solutions to them. If you can't think of those solutions, then reach out to somebody to give you an idea of those solutions. It's just it.
So I have one question to ask now.
Yeah.
So now you're a pro,
Yeah.
you're a trader. So what is one advice you have for beginner traders?
Beginner traders. Fucking hell. Beginner traders. There are a lot of things I always want to say to beginner traders. And it's
Just give us
one. I'll just say be persistent.
Hmm.
Do you get? So this whole be persistent, it's like even out of trading, you just need to be persistent.
Yeah.
So I always tell my students this thing that most times they'll tell you that in trading, for you to succeed, you need to be consistent. But then I don't think it's consistency. I think it's for you to be able to be persistent. So you could be consistent and rubbish something.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But then persistence is even when you make mistakes, you are able, or even when you hit walls, you're able to like get up and then find ways to either scale the wall or break it down. Do you understand? Even when you have issues, you like stand up and then try to like find solutions to them. So you just have to be persistent.
Yeah.
It's persistence that will keep you long enough for you to start seeing the brighter days in trading. Because if you're not persistent, if you just come into trading and then you like see one or two losses and then, or you see one or two problems and you run away, whatever you're running to, you still meet problems. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The only way you'd be able to succeed is for you to be persistent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like I teach students like I think so far I think I've mentored more than like 7,000 people.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Wow.
And you'd see that it's just one, or I can actually like mention the people I know that are doing well. Do you understand? Because they are not much.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And when you look at it, the difference between them and their mates, or the difference between them and the rest, is just that persistence. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They are willing to like come back even after like taking losses. They are willing to come back even after having problems. Both on and off the charts, they are willing to come back and then like find solutions to those problems. So if you're not persistent, honestly, you'll not be able to do well. So that advice is just be persistent.
So you can hear him now, right? For you to be profitable, or should I say profitable, or should I say for you to be
Honestly, for you to do well in life.
for you to do well in life in general, you just need to be persistent.
Yeah.
Coming from a profitable trader, you just need to be persistent. And there's these questions I always ask
Yeah.
my guest. What is the best advice you've ever gotten from somebody?
Is it trading wise or like
Trading wise.
trading wise? Honestly, best advice, like I was telling you earlier, yeah, it's the one Habi told me on day one. Money will come, money will go. Seriously, yeah, really don't need to. I don't. Most times when you say you really don't need to stress about money, yeah. People think that you're just
saying
capping.
you're saying it because you have it.
No, it's not even you're saying it because you have it. Do you get? Honestly, yeah, you don't need to stress about money. People, you would see people like people like Andrew Tate would say things like, "Oh, banks are always printing money. Why are you stressing about money? Go and find way to like get money and shit." Even like my guys, yeah, I'm always saying this thing that, bro, stop. And I used to say it sometimes it's very annoying when I say it. I say it in like a very annoying way. I say like, "Oh, stop thinking from a place of lack." Even if you don't have, stop thinking from a place of lack. They get, when I started trading, I did not understand it. When Habi told me that whole money will come, money will go. Do you understand? But these days I see it's more. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, like the other day, one of my students reached out that, okay, his brother was supposed to like do a surgery and then they needed money. Do you get?
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, they have gotten part of it. It's just remaining a small portion to like complete it. And he told me the amount. Honestly, that was like the last thing I had in my account. And I sent it to him. Do you get? Like at that moment, I really did not think of how I was going to get. And I was supposed to like fix my car. Somebody like hits the back of my car. I think the dent is still there. I've still not fixed it. But then I was like thinking of how I not really like think about how I get the money per se. And the next day, when I woke up, jumped into the market, made close to like $300, like out of the blue. Like it not even like from this whole thing where you're like, how I go to get this money? Do you understand? Because normal opportunities are not guaranteed in the market. But then you come and then you're making money that, oh, all the problems you have, you've solved it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And funny thing, even when I was like sending this last card I had in my account, I just believed that money will come. Do you understand? And when you operate from that place, you're not really like the small one you have, you're not scared of it going, especially in trading, because now because you're scared of it going, you're not willing to risk it on trades. And if you don't risk it on trades, you'd not be able to know if that opportunity will be profitable or not. The only way you know is if you risk it. Do you understand? True. So when you operate from that whole perspective of money will come, money will go, even when it goes, no worries, the money will come.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's not like you sit down and the money will come. You have to work for it. Do you understand? As long as you're working for it, there's no way to not come. If the money has not come, they are not working hard enough.
Yeah.
Do you get? It's just it. And it will sound like I'm saying it's convenient for me to say, but trust me,
money will come. Money will
go. If you're not working, if you're not, it's not even working hard. If you're not doing the best you can do, deep down you yourself, you know that you're not doing the best you can do. There are days that most times when people tell me, oh, you're hardworking, you're this, like most times people tell me you're hardworking, especially when I meet people for the first time, they're always like, oh, you're hardworking. I'm not working to my full capacity. Do you get? If I was working to my full capacity, I know go do where I did now.
Real.
Do you understand? So it's that whole thing where honestly, if you work to your full capacity, there's no way you not make it. There's this thing Alex Moses used to say that work so hard that it's hard for them not to notice you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as you're grinding in whatever you do, even if you're just, there's a reason why you see that meme where that guy is wearing suit and selling bitter cola on that bridge. Like there are other people selling it, but then how comes it's him they have noticed enough to like use as a meme? Do you understand? Because he's doing he's even if he's not working to his full capacity, he's doing it out of the norm. Like he's doing it not like the regular way people do it. Do you understand? So if you sit down and then do basic stuff, you would get basic results.
That's true.
Do you understand? So, if you're actually extraordinary, even if at first you don't see results, at some point somebody will notice, or at some point those things you are doing, that hard work you are doing in the background,
Yeah.
you people start seeing the results.
That's true.
It's just it.
That's true. So there's this one last question.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the worst advice you've ever received?
What's advice? I don't think I've ever received any bad advice. Because funny thing is, I know how to discern bad advice from like good advice. So let me see. What's advice? When it's trading wise, honestly, I don't think I've ever received any bad advice. To be sincere, I've never received any bad advice. Or maybe I can't think of anyone. Because you see this whole thing where I never like put blame on anybody. It's always on me. So even if you give me a bad advice and I do it, do you understand? The blame will not be on you, to be on me.
On you.
Do you understand? So most times when I operate from that perspective, I really don't remember whatever the person told me. It's just the action that I took. Do you understand? So even as you're like asking what bad advice, I'm just recalling all the bad decisions I made, but then none of them is stemming from the perspective. None of them is like having that whole thing where I blame somebody else. Do you understand? It's just me. Do you get? So it's just so I don't think I've gotten any bad advice. Whether good or bad advice, everything is a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if you do something and it backfires, don't take it that, oh, this person gave me bad advice. Just lock up, find the best way to do it, or just don't do it again. Move on. Simply it. Do you get? If you blame another person, you're removing the power to make a difference or do things differently from you and then giving it to that person. Do you understand? But then when you approach it from a perspective of, okay, I was the person that fucked up. Do you get? Now you have to like figure out how to do better. So even when I started trading, where I would take signals and then take losses, I never ever blamed the signal provider, where people are like, oh, if I catch this person for road, do you understand? You get, especially when I was like going to Benin, there was this thing like my colleagues said, this is tell me, like Happy Forex just opened the branch in Benin this year. So I was in Benin for like a month to like set up the place, do you understand? And then like still like help train like the tutors there. So there was this thing they used to tell me that if you go to Benin, like Benin boys, you give them signals and then they take a loss, they will come find you for office in Cutlass or Timberland. They get, but I never thought of it from that perspective. When I started trading, it was never, oh, nah, this person fuck up. Do you understand? It was always, I was the one that fucked up. This person dropped a signal, did not force me to use my hand to take it. Do you understand? I was the one that used my hand to take it. Now, when you think from that perspective, you'd understand, or you'd know how to not repeat that mistake again. So now, since I was the one that took the signal, what is the best way for me not to like incur those losses again? It's not to take the signals. Do you understand? So if I go ahead and take the signals the next day, then I may fuck up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? True. But if I put it to the person now, the person will still continue dropping signals. Do you understand? And I will still continue to take them. If I continue blaming the person will never change.
Yes.
Nothing will ever change. Do you understand? So it's just it. So no bad advice. At every point in time, everything is a learning opportunity, not process. Learning opportunity.
That brings us to the close of this episode, and thank you for your time and thank you for making it possible.
Yeah, no worries. It's always nice having these opportunities to like talk to the guys out there, or talk to traders out there. Trust me, when I personally started trading, opportunities like this were not much.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Where you see traders discuss issues. Do you understand? Most of them were like from foreign guys, all these older guys that maybe are like in their late 40s or early 40s.
Yeah.
Do you get? And they're like already trading, and like they are like, how do I put it? They don't really understand that whole that idea of trading from a young trader's perspective. Even if they started trading young, they were already older. Do you understand? Most of those things I've even forgotten about it. Do you understand? So all those things where as a young person there's that itch in your body to always like try things out, like make mistakes and shit.
Yeah.
Like most of them would not factor those things out or in, and then just like advise like, oh, be disciplined. Trading is not going to make you money after 4 years. Do you understand? I used to be pissed anytime I watch those type of like podcasts. Do you understand? So it's just it. And honestly, another thing, I would just like to like end this with this. I I've known about this type of like things, not like the podcast thing, but then this thing I would say I've like known about it things, but then I've never like had the good way to say it. Do you understand? Until recently, I like kind of like figured it out. Do you get? It's that whole thing where people start trading. And I spoke about it in one of like my reels. Do you get? I was like, most times people start trading. Do you get? And then they're like, oh, I can do this on my own. There's no need to like pay somebody to teach me how to trade. Do you understand? And funny thing, if the person is profitable, why am I paying the person to like teach me how to trade? I can go to YouTube and then learn how to trade. Do you get? But here's the thing: the videos on YouTube are random. Do you understand? Nobody will ever teach you the way they're supposed to. Oh, from this is what you're supposed to learn next. Do you understand? This is what you're supposed to learn next. Do you get? So what you just receive is just random information. Do you get? And you know what random information is to do? Give you random results. Do you understand? That's why I see that today you make profits, tomorrow you don't make profits. So honestly, just drop your ego. Honestly, just find somebody to teach you how to trade, even if that person is like your neighbor, is your brother. Just find somebody to teach you how to trade. Remember I was telling you about my guy from school that was already trading. Yeah, I had to pay him money to teach me how to trade at some point. Do you get? And that was like the first time I got up close understanding of things, like breaking down trades from like a higher time frame to a lower time frame. And I was already like 7 months into trading. I already attended like a lot of mentorships online. I attended more than like 7 mentorships. But then that was like the first time I started like getting an insight into that. And honestly, I had to like drop a lot of like pride to like meet this person to like teach me how to trade. Do you understand? The thing is, I had a problem. I just had to find a way to solve it. Do you get? So you just have to do it like that. If not, it's just random results. Do you get? It's just get a mentor, get somebody to teach you, get somebody to like instruct you on what to do. Do you understand? And there's this whole thing where I feel like a lot of people are also still losing trust in the whole mentorship
the trading
industry. Do you get? Because a lot of guys are scamming people. Let's just be honest. But the thing is, if you pay somebody money to teach you how to trade and they don't teach you, or you feel like you've not gotten the value for your money, instead of writing it off, why not hold that person responsible? Do you understand? Be like, nah, fam, I'm not going. Even if they take the money away, drag the person. Do you understand? Understand that it's this person that fucked up. Do you get? And it's the same thing I try to like do with my clients. Do you get? Like, even if we like, there are some clients that I teach for over 3 months. They get like one-on-one guys. There are some people that I teach for over 6 months. Do you get? Because instead of like doing 3 classes a week, we're doing 2 classes in 4 weeks. Do you get? Because of my schedule and shit, all their schedule. Do you get? But the thing is, whatever we set out to achieve, which is you must be profitable, we must achieve it, no matter how long it takes. Do you get? So it's some people will not think about that from the perspective I'm thinking about it. They're like, oh, you pay me money for 1 month. After 1 month, get the fuck out. Do you understand? But
It'll kick your ass out.
Is the thing, if you don't know it, hold that person accountable. Do you understand? So it's just this. And if you jump into trading, I think this should be like the advice I was supposed to give traders, Well, if you jump into trading, to do trading, like, there was this way I wanted to put this thing, If you feel like it's not profitable for you, you understand, or you feel like it's not something you can do, or you feel like it's stressing, you cannot do it. I tell my students that the only reason why I allow you to give up on trading is if whatever you do
is
you
inconvenient.
do it. No, you do it 100%. Because there's no way you're making any real money in this life that you don't have to like do something 100%. Do you get? There will have to be sacrifices that you'd make. Do you understand? There'll be late nights. Do you get? Even if you won't go do ritual, make no like give and self. There's a price you have to pay. Do you understand? Even if that price is not now, at some point that you have to pay that price. Do you understand? So why not just pay that price? Do you get? It's just like in trading, you're seeing the price now. SL, you see them immediately. Do you understand? Pay the price and then like.
Thank you once again, and this brings us to the end of this episode. Traders Diary podcast. Please, my subscribers, please do well to like, share, comment what you want us to talk about more and guests you want us to bring. So we'll try our best to bring them. And please last thing I'll say, please and please do well to subscribe to the channel. And I still remain your host, Abraham, popularly known as The Real Coco FX.